The HE111, and I wanted to show this first before I went any further. I did get the wings on, and I got the motor in, got the engine nacelle on, and as you can see, the propellers do spin. That one's a little wobbly. I tried to get it as straight as I could. It's just, it's one of those, and I'll say it right now. This is a type of model where you really can't make the it's not designed to have spinning propellers, and you're trying to make it that way, if that makes sense, But anyway, it's a little wobbly, not too bad. It just, I think, gives a little engine trouble that, World War II, because it is chasing the Spitfires, so, we'll pretend that. But anyway, they run good, very quiet, and I ran them off one battery. You don't have to have two, so there'll be one wire all the way down, and I'll pull that off so I don't kill myself here. It'll be run through there, and you'll be able to stick the brass tube, stick the wires through, glue the brass tube on, and you'll be good to go on that. But anyway, wings are on. I got to add a little tulip on there, and now I'm down to just little parts here and there. And then my next thing I want to try to do is I want to paint the cockpit. Of course, Brother Bill asked me, where's the pilots? Where's the pilots? And, come on. There's Mr. Pilots. We'll paint them up and stick them in. I paint them just like you've seen the last one I did. Basic colors and then just a few washes, and that's all you're going to see, especially at 72nd scale. So, anyway, there's that. And I want to try to get that painted, get the figures in, because I want to get the cockpit on, because I want to do my favorite job, and that's good old masking. And German windows, they do like multiple windows on their kits. Anyway, I got to mask that, so I'm gonna do a couple each day, and then probably by the end of the week I'll have all of it masked off, and then we can hopefully at least get some primer and then maybe some paint on it. But anyway, we're not there yet, but we're getting close. But anyway, the HE111 is taking shape. The Leopold, and I'll start with that one first. I went in with some powders. I went in with some basically some washes, if you will. And I did a few little washes, did just a basic powder, especially around the engine deck. You can see where I'm still in the old process of cleaning them off here. But anyway, one thing I wanted to show on the Leopold, and I took a dab of Future and put it on there, and getting the decal on there, which is just sitting on there really fresh right now. But I did take some powders and go along the edges just to make a little bit of dirt, especially like on the tracks. If you can actually see it, road wheels, getting the engine soot and everything. And I'm just going to town, having a good old time doing it. Just trying to get where I think it should dirty and keeping it clean at the same time. But I went ahead with the Balkan Cross. I did like it. I thought it gave it just a little bit of character. My one thing I can't do, and I wanted to show this, this is the Leopold decals that come with the kit. See how, I want to say old they are. I mean, if I put this in water, it'll either disintegrate or, it just lose its adhesion. And I always want to show people when I build models for people, especially if you buy an older kit, you'll have to get me newer decals. That's just one of those things that I don't know if I ever mentioned it to anyone, but that's just a way of life. Leopold might look cool on that, but it's technically not a real Leopold. But anyway, I thought the Balkan Cross looked cool. I'm gonna wait till that dries, get some setting solution on there, and get a little weathering on that, and we'll be good to go. And then I went in with some light gray, and basically using my tabletop as a mixing area. I went in and dry brushed a few little areas just to give just get the highlights, and just there. I did that the same way on the tank. You can see the different hatches and all that, just hitting the highlights, so it gives it a little realistic. But anyway, more on that very soon. Same thing I've been doing with the Natter one here, same as I've been doing the Leopold, since it's basically the same colors. Just doing the track, just putting pigments in there and just go into town on that and do a little bit of dry brushing. The Natter, I'm going to paint it probably today. I'm going to paint it bright red. I think it'll look cool, and we'll go from there. The Missile one here, I basically, again, doing the track, doing the, engine deck, and just doing a little bit here and there. What's that called? I don't know. This one, I was supposed to paint it like the Rat. So I went in and did the same thing with the track. More pigments, washes, tried to distress some of the red primer there with some streaks, a little bit of rain, which I'm going to do a little bit of rain streaking on that, but I'm not going to do it with the water ones. I'm going to do it with a lighter shade of pigments. I think it gives a nice little effect, worn effect on there, and it's just taking shape. And that's the fun part of modeling, just giving a giving a little character to the model kits. But anyway, that is what I've got going on today. I should have a shed update and a program note. I shouldn't be affected next week with models. If I don't build some, I may do something different. We'll just have to see. We'll just see how that works out, because it is basically 2 weeks before Christmas. So that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.